Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another Wakeskate Wednesday. We're here at the beautiful Umtamvuna River Lodge teaching you how to ollie this week on your Wakeskate. Back with another tutorial. Super stoked on everyone's response on the first one. It was really cool just to see everyone getting involved, giving me some feedback, asking for more tips and stuff. So really stoked on the kickflip tutorial. Hopefully, yeah, this is the second one we're doing and we can get a whole bunch more going. Like I said in the first one, we're gonna rewind and go back to basics a little bit. So today I want to handle like one of the more basic tricks and like really something, one of your strong foundations, and so a trick I feel like it takes quite a while to master. Like sometimes I still don't even feel comfortable doing it on certain things, and that is the ollie. So yeah, we'll buckle down into it, break it down for you guys. Once again, if you do have any more questions, feel free to ask. But yeah, let's get cracking into the ollie. Before doing an ollie, you're going to want to be able to be comfortable on your board, be able to cruise around, edge on your toe side and heel side. Just be able to maybe do a couple laps with your cable, make a corners riding behind the boat, just to make sure that you are comfortable on your board. Then you're going to want to start doing like just some little bunny hop tricks too. A couple little fun things, like not quite popping them, but just getting the feel of that board bouncing on the water. So just do like some little pops and then you can start moving into the ollie. Yeah, so step one of doing the ollie is make sure you are balanced before you start your edge out. Make sure you're comfortable where your feet are. And yeah, just, you want to be, like I said, you want to be comfortable on your board before you actually edge out. I see a lot of people like come around the corner and try ollie straight away, or they're like not paying attention to where they are. So before you ollie, like you can do it under the cable, or you can edge out a little bit on your heel side and do it. I prefer to edge out a little bit heel side, just get you a little bit more balance. But if you are doing it under the cable, make sure that you are in a comfortable place. The cable's not still pulling you across or you drifting out or anything like that. If you're doing it behind the boat, I definitely recommend edging out a little bit on your heel side first. Then once you've edged out on your heel side, I know I said it in the kickflip one, I'm going to say it again now and explain more about it. You're going to want to flatten off. So that means coming completely off your edge. It's so important because often you'll find you throw a trick and you're kind of traveling ahead of your board, or the board's not coming with you, you're not popping right, and that is literally like not flattening off is probably the number one reason that's happening. So you want to make sure you're completely flattened off. I still make the mistake of not flattening off when doing a trick, so it'll be something you will do throughout your wake skating career. But yeah, just try to remember that edge out, flatten off. It really is important. Then as you set up for your ollie, some ollies I try and move my front foot a little bit back. It does help. So kind of like the same way you would do on a skateboard, move your front foot a little bit more to the middle of the board, not all the way in. Like you still want to have the board, your foot closer to the nose, but further down, if that makes sense. Closer to the nose, but further down. Okay, but you'll see on the video, we'll cut to a clip of where your feet should be, and that'll help. So yeah, when you pop, you want to remember that on a wake skate, your balance point or your pivot point of your ollie isn't the same as a skateboard where it's towards your back track. On a wake skate, it's actually more in the middle of the board. So if you look at like in a skateboard, you'd kind of be pivoting like that. On a wake skate, you're kind of pivoting like that. So when you pop, you kind of want to make sure your weight's like 50-50 before you push down on that back foot and get the nose up. Otherwise, you're kind of just going to be pushing the back into the water. So your weight can be like really balanced. Some people like to say they push down on their front foot first. I don't really think about doing that when I do them, but I know some people do, so it might be something that'll work for you. If it doesn't, it's all good, then try my way. If it does, sick. That's also like perfect, no problem with that. So yeah, in the middle of the board, like I say, weight fairly centered, push down, let that nose come up again, same, then this principle applies over to other tricks like the kickflip, but yeah, let that nose come up, same way as you do on a skateboard. And what I find Another mistake some people make is they try like drag their front foot over too early. With the Wakeskate, you kind of really want to wait a while, be in the air before you level out your ollies. And then once the nose is at its peak, bring your back foot up so the tail of the board can follow your back foot and your ollie can get nice and level. Once you feel that feeling that you're nice and level, you'll feel probably that you're pretty much in control. And then you can come floating down, landing with your knees nice and bent, and you can be stoked. You know, and then you keep working on them. So yeah, once you feel that point, like that you're level in the air, and you'll feel the board almost hit your back foot, or you'll feel your back foot come up, you'll feel pretty in control, which is kind of nice with the ollie because the board's not leaving your feet. And then you'll kind of just float down back onto the water, land with your knees nice and bent and over your board. Wakeskates don't have fins, so they're super slippery, so you want to make sure you can do that. Then yeah, another one thing to pay attention to on this trick is the handle. Make sure you're keeping that handle nice and low. So like, even if I stand back, like nice and low, and you're not lifting it up as you pop too much, because that'll automatically let your feet slide out, or you'll just go off balance. So remember, like anything with Wakeskate, you want to keep that handle nice and tight, just control to your core, so that you can have that control in the air. You know, Ollie is a really fundamental trick. It's so important. Literally all your other tricks, your kick flips, your Ollie threes, your three shoves, your backside 180, they all come from an Ollie. You know, even when you head into hitting rails, that comes, you know, you need to Ollie, be able to Ollie onto the rails. So it's a real good basic trick. It's a trick that you just will get better at the more you do it. So just keep Ollieing. That's the biggest trick tip I can give you for this, is just keep Ollieing over things. Ollieing as much as you can when you're going around the cable, when you're on the boat. Just keep popping, keep sucking up that board, getting your confidence up. And then you'll find that naturally just the time of Ollieing and Ollieing and Ollieing will get it better. So, you know, there's a lot of guys that can Ollie really high, like Maxime, Daniel, they can, you know, Ollie probably over me. And that's just because they've put the time into it, they've got the technique down. So that's another week tutorial done. Super stoked to be getting cracking into this. And yeah, once again, any tricks you want me to do, let's knock them out. I'm super amped to get them going. If you guys want it, please remember to subscribe on the little thingy up and around here, just to encourage more of this Wakeskate content. Check out some of the suggested videos. We've got the kickflip up here and a couple other projects we've worked on. And yeah, let's keep it going. Please, more feedback and more Wakeskate Wednesdays. Yo.